Hey guys, welcome back to another Boom Beach video. My name's Karnage, and today I got another task force video coming your way, but this one's more of a spotlight on a really amazing attack. This was actually done by a member in the group. When I find his name, here he is, ZT. I'll show you his base. He basically soloed a base on deep cut. That is absolutely absurd. I'll show you guys his layout. He's got a 32 and two 13s for troop damage. He's got 2 troop health, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 GBE. So he doesn't have any power stone chance. So he must be pretty active when it comes to clearing his map to keep up with the power stones and the boosting and stuff like that. But that's his layout anyway. I'll show you guys this attack. Here he is, Phobos. Now I say basically a solo because the first attack was done by Trent, and he took down half of the health on a rocket. That one there. This attack was done by Spud. He takes out this rocket and this sniper. And you can see like everything will still, you can see the layout here. Like everything's still there after the attack. So we'll watch ZT's attack and how he does it. Wait, hang on. I'll show you his boost so you guys don't have to pause the video. 116 built troop damage, 77 troop health, which I don't know why he did that. Maybe he was going for a map clear or something afterwards and he needed that for his troops. That's probably why. And 214 GBE, so that's a good boost. In fact, that's probably full boost for him anyway. It's worth noting that he has the same layout statues as me, except that instead of having a power stone chance, he has a troop health guardian. So this was his attack. So let's see how he does it. He's doing the old school typical Boom Beach landing for Zookas, just like the beach layout, and he chooses that as his path. Now if you draw a straight line, see the flare? If I draw a straight line from where that original flare was to where that one he just put up there, it's perfectly straight, like almost to the millimeter. And this is one of the things that allows you to flare over such a big distance without any problems. But the one thing you'll note, see how the timer on that flare just reset? He had to drop a second one. So you have to be aware of that, because if you're not, your Zookas will stop and then you get all sorts of problems. So he lost some Zookas there from that machine gun, but for the most part he got there relatively unscathed. Didn't really lose much troops. So 2 shock bombs really saved him there. That one rocket in the back would have killed him, but he knew that his Zookas could dish out enough damage to destroy it before it got off its shots. That is experience. But you see how he's working this. This is just one attack, and he's making it look so easy. So as you can see, he doesn't have many Zookas left right now, but he's flaring up the top to try to get in a dead spot so his Zookas can just start picking off that core. And it looks like nothing's getting shots off on his guys, so now he can start working on the core. Obviously he scouted the rockets over here and knew the range, so he didn't want to flare too far. But look at this. He is just working away. And really, he could have destroyed this. The only attack that helped him was that one rocket being taken out in the corner here. But he basically, with it, if that rocket was like a sniper tower or something like that, that would have been a solo. So, because the rocket that Trent damaged was in his dead spot anyway. So whether it was full health or half health, it wouldn't have made any difference. But that was an absolute crazy attack, and it really highlights what you can do with Zookas when you're really good with them. He knew what the Zookas were going to target first. He knew how much damage he was going to deal. So he knew how fast that rocket would be taken out at the start. And he planned out his attack so where he was going to flare would be exactly straight to where he started out. And he chose those locations really well. If we go back, and I'll show you Trent's attack. It's a really good example of it. I think it was Trent. So he took out some mines. That was another thing I forgot to mention. That actually helped him out. So he landed his Zookas, and he flares here, and now I know it was this attack. See how he flares up there? The path isn't straight. That's a slight offset. That's not a big problem, but you're looking at this. He's losing the Zookas. And it's not entirely his fault, but you see, like, they're straying out a little bit, and now he's losing more. And that smoke wasn't on par, so he could have saved those ones, but you see, like, the general idea. Because that path wasn't really straight, and there was an offset to it, he knew the path, but your smokes have got to be so close together to save them that it's not worth it. Whereas when you've seen ZT's pathing, it was so perfectly straight, he didn't have to worry about any of that. So, just some slight little differences there. And I wanted to really show you this because I felt anyone who can pretty much take out a base on deep cut on their own is really worth talking about. So, for those that don't know, deep cut is the second hardest operation base in Boom Beach right now. The only one harder than that is right here, and that they call that massive attack. The one before deep cut is the third hardest, and that's dead end. Dead end is the third hardest. So, some pretty cool stuff. I thought I'd show you guys that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a comment, tell me what you thought. If you want to see more stuff like this, definitely tell me. I'll try to do as many more of these as I can, while I can. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.